There we are. Hola, hola. Buenas tardes. Welcome once again to Inspired Conscious Living. Woo! Live podcast number 21. Full power. Or is this 22? Yeah, we did 20 on the birthday. So I guess this is 22. I'll have to renumber it. I have a lot of things going on, but that's okay. It's lovely. And I'm super grateful because today I'm able to stream. Yesterday I was not able to stream. So you have to just go with what happens and just pray for the best when you live in the rural mountains of Mexico. And I'm super grateful for that, anyways, because I live in paradise, absolute paradise. I ate dessert a little fast there. Okay, I'm just going to put this in this little stand. Okay. This will be easier if I do it like this, with my eyes, so I can see. There we go. Much easier instead of trying to do it with when you can't see. Oh yeah, it's going to be another beautiful sunset here in our magical mountain town of San Mateo, Rio Hondo, Oaxaca, Mexico. Yeah, baby, Oaxaca, Mexico. That's right. I did it. I made it. I made it to the promised land, the land of love and family and just real people. It's real super to be here because people here are just real open, real honest, and real present. And that's a real present for me. I love it. I find it very. Oh, do you want to see what it's like out? That's what we're looking at. Oh, do you want to see our little project that we got on the go over here too? Little agua de Jamaica. Here we have our peace mushroom, and it's coming together quite nicely. A couple more days. You can see we have the beautiful San Mateo Rio Hondo, plus so many beautiful plants and flowers, roses and lilies and succulents and cactuses. Beautiful. Yeah, and then back here we have the altar. Oh, and some more beautiful plants, of course. And the altar. That's the heart with the wings, the aloe veras. Yeah, that's it. How we doing out here for streaming? It's working. Yay, 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 yay. And there's the cactus garden. There's the princess. She's laying in the shade. She likes that option. Yeah, she likes that option. Well, let's see if we can continue to stream. If we go out into the hammock. Is that over 8? So it'd be nice to chill. It would be nice to relax and enjoy this absolutely gorgeous day. Here we are one more time. Isn't that beautiful? We're going to have a little relax in the hammock. That's the hammock. Here we have agua de Jamaica con limon. Mm, mm. Oh, delicioso. I have the best life in the world, and I feel so grateful for it every day. Every day. We have so many neat things happening, so many amazing people showing up in my life, so many cool conversations happening everywhere. Having the best time with my mom, for sure. So grateful for my mom. We got another chance, and we're making the most of it, and I love that. And if she doesn't call during the broadcast, which I'm guessing, then I'm going to call her right after. What time will it be? 5:20, 4:20. Yeah, I think that'll. Well, they go in for dinner probably about 4:45. Yeah, give us about 25 minutes or so. That should be a good time. Oh, and that sun beautiful. You see that? Do you feel that? Oh, I do. Thank you, God. Thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you. I'd love a little rain. Would be super sweet too for the plants. Not that I don't love your work with the sun, trust me. Just a little bit of rain would be super sweet. Not that I don't mind watering the plants, because I love watering the plants. I get to talk to them. I like to be in communication with everything that's in my life. The more communication I am in with it, the better health is. It's pretty simple because I'm paying closer attention to it. And whatever I pay attention to grows. And so my mom's stuck with me. So grateful for that. So grateful for that. I love her. I love her. I love her. And I just, I look forward to her being here one day. I can already see it. Us dancing, doing the twist. Let's twist again, mama, like we did last summer. Ooh, let's twist again. Did last year. Do you remember when things were really humming? Ooh, wop, wop, let's twist again. Twisting time is here. Oh, round and up and down we go again. Oh, baby, baby, babe, you love me so. Let's twist again like we did last summer. I can see you already, Mama. My mom loves to jive, and she's good too. She's got a good grip, and she's a good follow. So, and I like to lead, so it's a lot of fun. We've danced so many times over the years, and I look forward to doing it again. Cause she's my mama, and I love her, and I'm her only kid, so she's got to deal with me. uh, and it's my joy, honor, and privilege to unconditionally love my mama for everything she's ever done for me. She is my superhero, and yeah, I love her. I just love her, love her, love her, love her, love her. And I realized on my birthday, um, because I also love frequencies, as everybody that's tuned into my show knows. I love frequencies and vibration and energy. And I realized uh, when mom and I were laughing and laughing and laughing on my birthday, and I was in tears for the last 10 minutes, just bawling, and all tears of joy because it was so phenomenal. But I realized that the frequency of my mom's laugh is the highest piece of joy that I have for music in my soul. It's like it's the equinox, it's the summit, it's like it's the peak, it's the peak, it's the peak. Like that's when I hear my mom laugh, it makes me feel so good. When I get her really laughing, it's like massaging my soul. It massages my body, my whole all of my cells, they just start dancing in harmony. They're like, "Yeah, we did it. We did it." And I see it. Like, I don't have children, but I do have Estrella, and I see it in her too, because when we're in the forest, and I start running with her, the grin that she gets on her face is from ear to ear. She's like, "Yeah, I'm doing my job. I got him running." And the longer that we run, the more she just keeps smiling, bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, "Yeah, you win." But that's her job to keep me happy and healthy, and that's my job to keep my mom happy and healthy. Neat, hey? They start off being in charge, and then at the end, we end up being in charge. But in the interim, and the truth of the whole thing is, nobody's in charge. We're not in charge. There's no charge. It's just working together and doing the best we can because we have each other. And at that, that's what else is there? Like for me, my mom she's the best. I'm a mama's boy. I love my mama. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, mama. I used to torture my poor mom. I used to after I got bigger than her when I was about 13, because she's only about 4'10" now. I think she made it up to about 5'1" at some point. Um, but she's always been very slight too, a very light lady. And so when I was about 13, I think it was, I started, whenever she'd get mad at me, I'd sit on her and I'd tickle her. I was a horrible child. Uh, I can still hear her screaming, "Brent, Brent, get off, get off, I'm gonna kill you." Oh, mama. I never realized that many years ago that was such a highlight for me, but I get it now. I get it now in my 54th year. I really heard it. Uh, when I can hear my mom's laughter everywhere I go if I tune into her. She's got her own personal frequency with me. I call it the invisible umbilical cord. We're always attached, and I can always communicate with her, and I always know when she's going to call, and she always knows when I'm going to call, and so it's there, and now we get to use it. And the therapy that we've been having right now is just having a phone. I used to have to battle with the television, and thank God now mom's in the hospital. She doesn't have a TV. Woo, 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 woo. The best thing that ever happened to me was that there's a one in in the main room, but she doesn't like it, so she doesn't watch. Which is thank God, uh, because it literally sucked her attention into the television, and I never stood a chance, and so it was just. And with the TV programming, it's all misery and death and blood and guts and gore. And with me programming, it's all happiness and love and peace and hugs and dancing. So those two things find it hard to coincide. It's something that I realized over the years, energetically, if I was too high because I was fasting or uh, I was doing some sort of cleanse or doing some sort of um, I've been on some sort of mission that I'd come up with. I always like to try new things on. That was has been my thing. That's what's kept me, I guess, interesting. It started. It didn't start until I was 36 when I woke up, which is a power number, by the way, 9. And where I am now is also a 954. So I'm in time for closure, baby. That's why so many things are getting done. My mom's also a 9 too, which is really unique. So I know that this is our year to solidify what is our relationship, and to realize that it's just we're purely 100% based on love, and that we both made mistakes along the way, and that doesn't matter. It's just that we're here for each other now, and that we have each other, because that's not going to be a thing forever. Of course, it will be energetically, because it's just the human form, of divine spiritual being having a human experience. Oh, cool! I'm still streaming, um, and I'm streaming too, streaming both. Uh, and so it's a joy and honor and a privilege just to be clean enough and open enough to receive this message. Because what I realized about putting together my YouTube channel was that it wasn't about me. It's about my mom. I want my mom to be proud of me, and I want her to be proud of me, um, because of who I am, not what I am. And I've shown her that she's my priority no matter what. No matter how weird the circumstances seem, I always seem to manage to make it. And the more obscure, the better for some reason. It makes for a better story. I've completed the hero's journey a number of times, and that's what we're all here for. Whether you know it or not, it's your calling. And the hero's journey is quite simply that you grow up somewhere and then you leave and you gain knowledge and wisdom and you bring it back home and you share it with your community. And that's the completion of the hero's journey. And if you continue to do that, you will continue to be loved and cherished and honored, and you'll even get remembered at that rate, because that's pretty phenomenal. That's that's the way of the new world, to be fully free. Because where are we here? Free. Can you see that? There we go. Free. And on this hand, we have hugs. Free hugs. So when you're free of worrying about what other people think about you. You're free of how people you think people might feel. You're free of any worries. You can become free of stress, uh, and you become open to possibilities. And once you're open to possibilities, everything changes. The whole life changes, because when you go from "what if I can't" or "how is this" to "hey, this is possible," or "maybe if I did this," or "what about trying this?" These possibilities always lead to synchronicities, and these synchronicities will bring to you the most magical people that you could ever hope for, because that they're perfectly in alignment with you energetically, because like attracts like. That's how it works in our universe. We're magnets, electromagnetic beings, and you put out that like vibration and you aim for that like frequency, and that's how you attract. Like attracts like. As I realized through the power of Facebook, thanks Facebook. I didn't realize, but I kind of guess I did. Through my dating years, I drank a lot, because I didn't know how to be around a beautiful woman without being intoxicated for some reason. But I got over that, thank goodness. Probably be dead now. Um, I uh, I learned so much Because when I turned 40, I gave up dating and driving and television, and I learned so much about how I was attracting so many women that had the same issues, the same themes going, and the same stuff. But it was me. That's why, because I was putting out that vibration, so I was attracting that kind of girl. And they were perfect. They all were all perfect for exactly where I was in my life. In order for me to to grow and to change and to have more respect for women and to treat them like the divine feminine that they are. And as a result, I the best thing I could do was to quit dating. So that's what I did. Um, Relationships that I had in years, and I treating her like I treated my girlfriends. Uh, the only difference was she didn't talk, and so I kind of had to think about it. At which point I went, "Oh my god!" I had this thing for and any of the girls out there that watch this video, feel free to comment. I like to take a girl and put her on a pedestal and make her a princess and treat her like royalty, and then have her not be able to fulfill my needs because I wasn't good enough, and so I'd have to move on to the next one. Uh, and it would just be the same recurring theme, and it was always me trying to work people. That somebody on the oh, I moved it to the wrong side. Sorry about that. Talking to my shoulder. Um, we don't have okay. Nice. Uh, clicked in at 22:22. Happens everywhere I go all day. It's crazy. If you want to create something in a relationship or in a partner, you just need to create it in you. You got to create it in yourself first. And once you create it in yourself, then it's magnetically put out there into the vibration of the universe. And you will attract back what it is that you are, not what you want. This is the common misconception. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And that's coming from your heart. So you have to tune into your heart and say, okay, what art thou, thou heart? I love you. And just listen. Always ask your heart for questions. Always go to your heart for everything. Things are going on. Say, what's up, heart? What have I done? Because in Chinese medicine, all issues begin with the heart. Because the heart is the ultimate communicator, it's the ultimate pump on the planet. It never takes time off, ever. If it does, you get time off. Unless there's a miracle involved, which is very miracles are only miracles because we think they're miracles. They're common, and they're quite simple, but we put too much faith in pills and in the current medical system, which is completely bogus and has nothing to do with real healing. Everything is healed energetically. Everything is healed in the mind, and then heals in the body. If you don't heal the root in the mind, it'll just keep reoccurring. And then you get pills, and then you get to have chronic illness. Mm, no thanks. And I mean that with love. I'll skip the chronic illness. I, when I was 36, just before I woke up, um, when I woke up when I was 36. So when I was 35, just before I woke up, I was sick. I was in a very unhealthy body. I basically hit rock bottom. I had no money, no friends. I had a cocaine habit. I was an alcoholic, and I bottomed out, but I didn't die. When I didn't die, I was like, maybe there's more to this. So I quit drinking at 36 for the first time in my life. I drank my whole life. It was what we all did. It was what everybody did. I didn't ever not drink. For 20 years, I was partying many times a week, at least 5 nights a week. How I survived it is beyond me. I drank and drove so many times, and I made so many bad choices and so many bad situations. It's thank you, God. That's why I believe in miracles, because I was so stupid for so many years and I survived it myself somehow. So that's uh, that's why I'm here to do what I'm doing, to to inspire people, because I dragged myself through the mud, and if you get the right information, it's not necessary. For some of us, it's necessary. For me, it was definitely necessary because I'm a very pig-headed, stubborn person. And what I learned for me, which makes me unique and different, is that I liked giving things up. And when I didn't have, it was way easier not to have to worry about. You can't get alcohol if you don't have money. You can't buy cigarettes if you don't have money. You can't get drugs if you don't have money. It kind of was my theme, and so not having money seemed to make me healthier. The more money I had seemed to accumulate more problems for me because I could get these more expensive habits. Uh, and then when I got down to nothing, all I had was my cannabis. That was the best of everything I did for me anyways. I didn't even know at that time it was medicine. I thought it was poison just like everything else, or I probably wouldn't have done it. uh, Even though I love it. Like I've used cannabis since my first time was when I was 12, and now I'm 54. So 42 years. Ah, woo! How's that? Full power. There's another completion number 6. Yeah, baby. Ah, woo! So, like so many amazing things going on this year for me. I can't even believe it. And I'm trying to stay out of the ego, edging God out. That's why I'm not looking to see who's there or what's going on. And I'm just trying to stay in my heart and to be the vessel, the messenger, and just to share with you what I have. If anybody, I keep moving the. I guess I should hold it straight. I'm gonna hold it with 2 hands because I keep moving it because of the sun. I guess I'm trying to block it, but it's so magnificent. It's magical. Oh, see, without me, San Mateo is pretty quiet. Eh? Past 8 o'clock, you can hear a pin drop up here until the dogs get going. Depends on what kind of moon we're at. The dogs right now are in full bore. Well, we just got a new one next door too, Negro. He's a little lab, and he's adorable. I'm super excited to take him on walks with us. It won't be long. Yeah. Soaking up some of that sunshine, eh? Uh, so what's going on for you? Please feel free to throw down in the comment section what's up. And if you're liking what I'm sharing, if you want to help me and my mom, I would love your subscription. It would mean the world to me. I love comments. Please get us into communication. Sharing is caring, and liking makes me feel happy that I'm giving out good information. I'm not going anywhere. I just thought I'd throw that out there. Because I don't sell stuff. That's what makes me weird and unique and different. Is that I just share. I share openly and freely. And I wanted to share about the darkness that's coming, the impending darkness. From my intel, from what I understand, we're going to have 3 days of darkness. That'll be starting on the 28th of this month, January, and going to February 2nd. The seraphim will be here. They will be, they are evil entities. They will be coming to your doors, do the best to make feng shui your place, make sure it's very clean energetically, that you have good flow, lots of live plants, and lots of powerful energy, um, to deflect them, to keep them away, uh, and stay inside. Keep uh, don't let the light out of your place. That will get their attention. Keep the lights off. Stay in your heart. It's a good time for prayer. Good time for reflection, and a good time for realizations about what's really important and why you're here. Sure, all of those of you that have children will be with your children at that time. Uh, it's going to be very challenging for me to explain this to my mom, especially when she has no idea what I'm talking about. At least for the most part, most of the people that tune into my shows have a pretty good idea where I'm coming from. And if not, they will ask questions. And I have videos to help them out if they need. Um, it's time for some biblical stuff to happen because we've been pushing the envelope way too long as is society, as a humanity, uh, pushing further and further away from God, and taking out more and more and more of Mother Earth. So that has to stop. And it's time for us to consciously evolve and recognize what's important, which is family and love and nature, and just spending your time here with your family, and getting to know each other because you're cosmic family. And so you're together for eternity regardless. And that's what I tell my mom. I'm like, you're stuck with me for eternity anyways, so we might as well just get along. And she likes that. She gets a good kick out of that one too. But it's the truth. We're not stuck together for eternity. We're I'm grateful that I have her with me for eternity because she's she's one of my angels. I have two earth angels. That's my mom and Estrella, and then I have my two guardian angels, which is Brooke and Olivia. Um, and my half niece and my step niece, um, who passed away young. They were both murdered. Brooke was 20, and it was 2000. She was my step niece. We were only 10 years apart, good friends, had been our whole lives. And it was super tragic. And then in 2005, Olivia Marie Talbot, 19 and 6 months pregnant, she was murdered too. So that was two very close friends and nieces in 5 year span. And so they perch on my left and right shoulder. Uh, Brooke's over here on the left, and Olivia's here on the right. And I got my mama. She's on my left, and Estrella's on my right. And those are my guardian angels and my earth angels. And I serve them every day in every way that I can. I try to make them proud of me. I try to make them happy. I try to make them healthy. And I try to bring love to them through my actions, through my words, and through how I show up every day. Whatever it is that I do, I try to do my best. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. And there's a lot of wisdom in that. And so when you do something, do it. Just do it. Get it done. Do it right. Get it over with. That's why I'm good at finishing. And this is a good year of finishing for me in 9. So I'll have another book finished. Actually, I've got 3. I've got 2 more that are already ready just to be published. All I have to do is make the right conversation. So we might have 3 books published here in the next little while. Because that's how I do things. I like to go a bit crazy. Not sure why, but I can't complain. I super love my life. Look at me. I'm living in the hammock. I'm laying here talking to myself on YouTube. And someday somebody might find this information super important and go, wow, I can't believe he did that with nobody's there. He just did it. He went and did it. And wow, good for him. Even if it's just one person, that's perfect. That means that I'm reaching somebody because I'm just trying my best to share the information that I've learned over the course of my life. I want to give it freely. I don't sell stuff. I don't believe in that. I'm a hippie. Hippies don't sell stuff. Hippies give stuff. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of sunshade there. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So this is episode 22, I think now, and it's been an absolute joy. I've had guests. I've had streaming issues. I've had all kinds of things. Today, everything's working just perfectly. So grateful, especially from before when we had serious streaming issues. For music, I couldn't even stream anything to listen to. It just kept cutting out. And now all of a sudden, everything is working perfectly. You just never know. That's why you keep up, keep doing it, keep showing up, keep trying. People will realize when you keep trying. That's all there is to it. And eventually they will show up too because they're going to get curious. What is this guy doing? Why is he always so happy? What's going on? Well, it's because I don't worry about the impending darkness. I worry about the impending light, and that's myself. And I realize that the energetically, the more in alignment that I am with God, the less chance of bad things happening to me. But there are way worse things than dying. So, Pumpkin, tranquilo, por favor. Hey, awkward to her mic yet. Oh, my girl. That's the. Hey, Punky, Estrella, tranquilo, por favor. Yeah. The beauty of live TV with live animals. You just never know what they're going to do. Excuse me. Agua de Jamaica con limon. Mm. Mm. Estrella! Well, it could be, yeah. Well, anyways. So some things are just out of your control, right? I can do my best. I could go chase her down. Blah, 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 but I just got trusting that she's gonna get it out of her system, get it over with, and then it's gonna be done. And that seems to be what has happened. Thank you, God. I love your work. Well, that's what dog is backwards. Doggod. It's the same word. Why? Well, because God wants us to be happy, just like your dog does. How? He wants you to get out, get exercise, get into nature, run around, and smile. That's the dog's job, to get you exercised. And when you're exercised, you're a lot happier. I am. That's my magic formula. Exercise, boundaries, affection. If I don't get exercise, first and foremost, everything else goes to shit. So I have to focus on that. And especially as I age, now that I'm 54, I got to be more conscious of how I take care of my body because it's my temple. And I have to, if I want to be in here for a long time, which I do, I figure another 500 years should be about a good number. 554. Ooh, zing. Um, we'll make it to 9 somehow. But maybe 522. That'd be nice. Okay, 522. I like that because that's a 9. Um, and but I have to be good. I can't just. That's the thing about as we age is the body humbles you. It teaches you what you can and can't do. And it says, "Okay, go ahead, do that, but I'm going to give you this." Ha ha ha. How you feel about that? And you go, "Ow, fuck, that sucks. I'm going to go and get me some pills." And here's the good news: pills don't work, they just mask the problem and create other ones. So, yeah, skip the pills and deal with the pain because behind the pain is the gift, and the gift is you. And so, once you put yourself through the pain and you realize that you're tougher than the pain, even if you didn't think you were, you actually are tougher than the pain. Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful. That's the thing about the human experience is we're a lot stronger than we give ourselves credit for. A lot. Not a little, a lot. And people's fear isn't their bottom. It's how much they can achieve. Because it's insurmountable. It's infinite. It's endless. You have the capacity to do anything as a human being. You're an open vessel that is open to infinite knowledge and wisdom and Akashic records. You know everything, and so all you have to do is tap into that and see where you're at, and go from there and say, "Oh, okay, that's why I'm like that. Oh, that's why I do that. Oh, I get it. This is why I'm like that." So it's kind of a fun game when you start reading about yourself and you're like, "Whoa, how come somebody else knows more about me than I know about me? And they've never even met me." How does that make any sense in the world? It can't. It's impossible. So But that's just again, that's the process of tapping into that and saying, I'm good here. I don't need stuff. When you can let go of needs, that's when you've won. That's the end game in the game of human, to get to breatharianism, to need nothing and give everything. Wow, hey? Complete service, 100%, unadulterated, pure 100%, unconditional love. Boom. Yep, that's where I'm going to get to. Yep, yep, yep. But I do love chocolate, so it's going to be a bitch. Uh, but I always find that my reward's on the other side of trying it. So I got to just get there and give it a shot and see how it goes. You don't know what you don't know. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Is it good? So as long as you don't die, something good's going to come out of it. It might take years, but it will. It'll happen. As long as you keep at it, don't give up. Never give up. Why? You're infinite. You have infinite chances to figure this out. So don't give up. Just keep working at it. Just don't rush. When you rush, that's when things get the worst. When things go all wonky, because they're trying to do too much. You're trying to do too much, it isn't your natural state. Your natural state wants you to be healthy, happy, and harmonious. At ease, relax, no stress, no worries, nowhere to go, nothing to do, just to be here now. Mhm. Just chilling. Be here now. Be happy to be here without needing anything. That's when you win. That's when you win. Because you're the gift. Present is you. Present is you and your presence. Just happy to be alive. Not needing things to be different. Just accepting them for what they are and how they are. And how everything's showing up for you. How's life unfolding? In good ways? In happy ways? In healthy ways? Harmonious ways? Eh? These are good things. Happy, healthy, and harmonious. Live like this, you live free. Free from stress, free from worries, free from the system. Just free. Freedom is the ultimate goal of being here. And you don't need stuff. You're just happy to be here in your skin and to be the observer of what's going on, realizing that your mind is creating it, whether you like it or not. And so you might as well have happy thoughts and you have a good life. Boom, boom. You have crummy thoughts, you have a crummy life. But the universe only knows how to give. It doesn't select from your thoughts and say, "Oh, I think this is the one he really wants." It only knows how to give. So that's that's just the way it is, and that's okay too. That's part of it. That's all part of the human experience. So enjoy your human experience. You're beautiful, magical, wonderful, and worth it. It's always a good time to be human because you never know what's coming next. uh, I believe we're changing into silicon based structures, beings. So our biology is changing from the inside out. We have no control over it, which is even more fun because then people are going to realize more and more that the control isn't really a big issue. You live a choice-based life. It shows up on your based on your choices, but it has nothing to do with your need to control it. That's for sure. It's just being here, being available, being open to whatever happens to show up. Because that's life's supposed to be flexible and wonderful and magical. And when you're available, it makes things just it's real. You tap into the realness of being here, the realness of finding your heart and putting it out there and saying, "Okay, here's me. This is me, authentic me. Love me as I am. I love you as you are, unconditionally." Yes, because I love myself unconditionally. I'm still not perfect. I still make mistakes, but it's because I like to learn through pain. I haven't figured out yet that. Well, I have figured out pain is an old friend. It's taught me much over the years, and I'm very grateful for it. And so, but at this time of my life, I think it's time that I can say goodbye. Thank you, pain, for all those years, for getting me here. It's been a joy, an honor, and a privilege to serve you. Mm. But I think at this point, I'm going to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Excuse me. And then sit on the cord and then say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Thanks once again for tuning into another edition of Inspired Conscious Living Podcast, live podcast. This was number 22, and we love you. Paz y amor. Woo! Thank you.